Hey, what's up? It's a Fake Gear Hunter, and today we're going to do 3 things in a video short. Number 1 is a rumored product announcement coming tomorrow. Number 2 is upcoming reviews that are yet to come out on the channel. And number 3 is some ideas that I'm playing with that I'm going to release in some upcoming video shorts. So number 1, the upcoming product announcement. The Garmin Venu 2 is slated to come out tomorrow by the rumor mill. I actually saw a picture of it on the Garmin forum on Facebook where a store in Puerto Rico accidentally put it on the shelf, and somebody was like, this product doesn't exist. And they took a picture of it, posted on the forum. It's supposed to come out. The rumors all say it's going to have a 46 millimeter and a 41 millimeter and some new technology off the CIQ4, or the way it processes information. Obviously, it's going to have a big, beautiful display. It's an OLED display, which is much like an AMOLED display, which all just translates to big, pretty colors like an Apple Watch. So what upcoming reviews are coming? I am working on the Polar Vantage M2 and the Polar Ignite 2. So the reviews for those, I'm going to do it in 2 parts. One is testing the heart rate sensor accuracy when doing a CrossFit workout. Everything on this YouTube channel and website associated with it is for testing devices for the purpose of CrossFit training. And it's got a little bit of a different color schematic on the diodes than the Polar Precision Prime 2.0, which we see on the Grit X, as well as the Vantage V2. So we're going to test it for accuracy, come out with a heart rate accuracy analysis, and then come back with a device review and compare it to the Garmin 245, the Coros Pace 2, the Garmin 745, and some of the other watches that are out there. Also up for review is the new Suunto 7 update. So the Suunto 7 just released an update adding, for the first time ever, sleep analysis as well as resources, which in the main world is heart rate variability tracking over the course of your whole day. So it's just the same as body battery is on a Garmin system. They use first beat analytics to track the accuracy. This is a brief snippet of where you can find it. You'll see it in a progress page. You can see the resources. When you click into it, it goes into the details of the day. And this is just all you see on the watch itself. So shows stressed. I had a stressful day. That is actually accurate. And you can see the resources both in detail form as well as just in simple summary form. This is like your body battery going down over time. You can measure your heart rate 24/7 now. You can click into it. It's going to go to that same active page, which shows you a summary of information, and then your sleep. Go into sleep, and it'll show you more detailed sleep details. And we're going to look at the website in a second. So the wake up resources, so how it rejuvenated me for the rest of the day. Sleep quality percentage, 85% is sort of like my score, and the periods of sleep or the different modes of sleep. So you'll get a little bit more detail or similar information, but now it's all here in the app. So on the watch. So you basically can just click over, see the summary of the wellness things. The other thing that's interesting about the update is there are now 7 pages, or maybe a limitless number of tiles or widgets that you can access. It used to be just limited to 5. So we'll look at that more in detail in the review. So we're going to begin to see a real improvement in the amount of impact it can show on your wellness. And overall, I think the body battery is a highly useful metric that only Garmin really offers now. And Suunto does offer on the Suunto 9 and the 5, I believe. But now they brought it to the 7. So we're going to look at how that looks on the watch. But the main thing I'm going to do in a review over the next week or 2 is to test its accuracy for the sleep tracking accuracy when compared to a Garmin, which uses first beat analytics, and the body battery, to see if it syncs up with one another over time. And then I want to introduce a new idea, because what happened is Double Under Wonder sent me obviously they sent me the jump ropes that I did a review for just a few days ago, but they also sent me some wrist wraps just to try out. I've actually never used wrist wraps. And it is funny because I sprained my wrist about 2.5 months ago and it still hurts. And so boom, enter a wrist wrap. I'm going to try these out and just talk about what my experience has been with using them. I'm going to sort of obviously do a comparison of the Double Under Wonder wrist wraps as a solution, but I wanted to start actually thinking of different product solutions in the CrossFit community to be able to see are they worth it? Can you get cheap versions? What's my experience as just an everyday CrossFitter been with using a particular product or a particular solution, both in using like a generic version or in using a nice version? So then I thought, well, I have had a problem with only having 1 pair of knee sleeves. And if you ever use knee sleeves, after a few days, if you don't wash them regularly, they stink. So I just realized, you know what? I bet Amazon sells knee sleeves, and I bet they're not as pricey as the $40 per knee sleeve pair, $80 total. And so I bought some cheap knee sleeves. So I've got don't have both of them, but these were $13.99. One of the other ones were $11.99. So I'm going to test those and compare it to the expensive version and just share my thoughts on what a knee sleeve does for me as, you know, an older person doing CrossFit. So knee sleeves. And then I thought, well, what about wrist wraps? I've tested every type of wrist wrap. You have the cloth version, sort of cheap. You have leather versions. You know, I copied one of these off, you know, Jacob Heppner's, you know, review for them. I bought, you know, the Bear Complex because I thought that had a better grip. And then I also have been testing the Wad and Done just to see, what do I think about wrist wraps? What do I think about what's the most efficient or effective or best use of money in all of those concepts? So over the next weeks, I'm just excited to introduce a number of video shorts with just basic product focus or support focused or sport focused solutions that help us in the sport of CrossFit, and just doing little video snippets on that. So with that, it's the Fit Gear Hunter. Stay tuned for more.